is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
嘛事儿
啊，
什么事儿
就是那个我们在上来联系那个中国黄页，给国家体委做宣传的事儿。
什么玩意儿？什么黄什么？
中国黄页，中国体育这个名字我们注册下来了，大概里面都空的。
办事程序应该你先约，你要不约的话呢，很难给你做一个很满意的回答。
网上现在迈克尔·乔丹啊，约翰· Johnson，你打开电脑，你都能见到这些人的自己做的 homepage， 我怎么的，我怎么的，我没有。
中国人没有。
中国没有，一个都没有。失败了也无所谓，我至少把一个概念告诉了别人。我不成功，会有人成功的。
When I started Alibaba, early days were so tough for me. Very few people thought about helping. So today, I'm able to help.
Set
In Africa, there are so many young people who could be entrepreneurs. They believe what they're doing and they want to make this thing big. So what if we have Africa Bill Gates, Africa Jack Ma? I realized that I have to do something. The African Entrepreneur Prize is giving the inspirations to all the entrepreneurs in Africa. I think we should make them heroes. If the heroes succeed, a lot of people want to be heroes. They can start their dream and change the continent.
Tonight, 10 entrepreneurs from the African continent.
I was so scared. I felt like from the jury, maybe they're also not understanding the water sector.
2 billion people still don't have access to clean water. And then I wondered, is it still okay to assume that women and children in this century should still work for water? Rather than see this as a problem, I saw this as a market opportunity, a 500 million people market.
To do one system, it would take us $25,000. That's a lot of money. So that's why we approach government, NGOs, and investors to help us come up with that money. So we drill underground, we find a water aquifer, and we put pipe inside the borehole.
This is the borehole. That's where water is coming from underground. Once the water is filtered, some goes to house connections, and some of it from the tank he can sell from here.
We designed a new system that operated using solar pumps, Inuma kiosk. So when Inuma water was flowing, I was so full of joy. Family only has to pay $0.1 for every 10 liters. So right now, 47,600 people are using our water points on a regular basis.
We're cheaper to establish, we're cheaper to provide the water, we're quicker. It takes us just 2 weeks to get in the community and give them water. I think businesses actually have a bigger chance to address the water crisis than governments.
But once they decide to do it, where is your business then? Charity organizations around the world that are trying to get water to the last child in Africa who needs water. How does that compete with the sustainability of your business model?
Actually, yeah, those are competitive in some ways. But what's not usually worked around in these models of foreign people coming to do projects in Africa is the long-term sustainability and operation of this infrastructure. Things break and need money to fix. Okay, community contributes this money and we fix the pump. But every person in the community is individual. And you find that this neighbor says, okay, if my neighbor doesn't contribute, I also don't contribute. So by having a business model around this, we can actually make sure that there is a business person at the pump who keeps it working. I care that my water is being produced and consumed. If something happens in the pipeline, I'm losing money, I'm losing revenue.
So I was checking how much free chlorine is in the water. 0.1. 0 is bad because we need some little bit. We don't want high, but we want some. It's all good. We do a water quality test every month. Being able to test regularly makes them more confident that the water is safe.
I know in Numa when I was here, and then I hear people tell me, don't worry, coming some project to bring water from down and then to give you the clean water. And then I was so happy.
So you didn't really want to move in a place that doesn't have water, because it's... So you were worried that we're gonna come and leave, but then you're like, we came, we stayed, and... It's also very nice for me when I get to step out of the office, go to the field and meet the people who are already helping.
My name is Pizera. It means hope. She won. And I live for the day that every African child can access water in their homes. Thank you.
I like your confidence and very simple model. Your competitor sounds like your government building up the water, right? So move faster than the government. Serve better than them. So go ahead.
Please give me the funding to scale that quickly. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Umar.
To everyone, please fasten your seatbelts because we're going on a very fast trip to the future. Ready? Here we go. This is year 2035, and the media has gone crazy because of one piece of news. A team of African scientists have just announced that malaria has become history. But my job tonight is to show you in a very structured way how myself and my team are bringing this dream to reality. Let me show you how we work. We are a core hub of high-tech advanced research equipment operating online and on demand. Basically, this is Nawa online platform, and then you choose the test you want to carry out. The courier will come to you, collect the samples, bring to us, we do the analysis, we send you the results back online. We went through a lot of obstacles. In the beginning, people were not still trusting us because we were the first to do so. We had to build trust. Here we have the case of a little bit angry customer, and she was not happy with the results. So we asked her and send one more sample, which is a standard. You know, we don't know. And in fact, I will do one sample for free. When you check the standard sample and say, aha, this one is correct, this means the whole are correct. Nermeen is a regular customer.
My major field is working on breast cancer. At this time, we have only one sample, and we need to make sure how pure it is. Ensure that we have correctly prepared our chemical compounds. A lot of researchers who tend to use the same machines, so it would take a very long time. Access to them are not as easy as what you find here in Nawa.
I'm going to see results on positive and negative. Nice.
I'm very happy the results are perfect, thank you. This is what we're looking for, thank you. And I think it's nice because it only took like less than 10 minutes.
The actual acquisition took 30 seconds.
This is not very common, of course. And luckily, we have the correct compound and the pure compound. So my molecules hopefully can help fight this big battle of breast cancer in women.
Our clients love us. Through our journey, we analyzed more than 25,000 samples coming from 9 countries. And guess what? We're doing this at 70% gross margin, and we're very hard to compete with because we're very much know-how based.
We say you have no competitors right now, but if you have a 70% of margin, competitors will come.
Definitely, definitely, 100% agree.
Yeah, I wish competitors from China can do things like you supporting more science in Africa.
Now, Mr. Jack Ma, still known as Professor Ma in China, you've once been a teacher, you believe in education, you believe in science. Dear judges, tonight, give science a chance in Africa. Thank you so much.
Great presentation. Our 10 contestants are going to be shortlisted to 3 finalists. The moment of truth is here.
3 contestants will be the next round. One is Christiana Quizera.
Yes! I think she really deserves a big round of applause, Christelle. Christelle, please take it forward.
And another one is Tammy Diwa. And next is
My heartbeats went out of the roof because there was one shot left.
When I gave my pitch, I definitely thought that I would be in the top 3.
Alma Sakra.
Congratulations!
Everybody is a winner today. I see on the stage it says Africa's business heroes, and I looked up the definition of heroes. A hero is a person who is admired for their courage.
I thought it was definitely possible for us to make it to the top 3. Once the results came out, I knew that, okay, yes, well, we didn't make it this time, maybe another time.
My final contestants, the next round will dictate whether either one of you will walk away with $100,000 US, $150,000 US, $250,000 US. Please show us the number in which you are appearing. Number 1, Umar.
When I decided to go back to Egypt, everyone was telling me, do not come now. In Middle East and Africa, that has no previous success stories of life science companies like ourselves. It wasn't an easy decision for my family. I wasn't so sure about the process of my project. Can we make enough money to sustain the whole family? I don't believe in luck, I believe in hard work.
I think our very first contestant is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back on stage contestant number 1.
Since I'm sitting on this particular table with great people, can each one of you give me one advice that I will mark it by heart and I will remember it for 10 years?
I want you to keep the scale and the scope before you, but to build in stages so that you can build sustainably and successfully for the long term.
As you build, you take into account the diversity of Africa and the world. This core to your business is skills.
Do you have family? Are you married or?
Yes, my wife is here and I have 4 kids already.
Oh.
By the way, my wife is a scientist. She holds a PhD in chemistry as well.
So my advice to you is the road of entrepreneurship is going to be tough as you scale your business. But what you shouldn't forget is you take care of your family, because if your family is happy, then they will support you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay?
May I?
And my advice, simple but difficult, stay focused. On the way, be an entrepreneur, especially when you go to be successful. You have a lot of attraction, a lot of things waiting for you. Stay focused. People love to see heroes, but most of the heroes died. You have to be hero at the end of your journey.
Sustainability, focus, family, and diversity. So I got my lesson.
When I was waiting to go up for round 2, that was my most nervous moment. I had no idea what's gonna happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Christelle.
I have a question. If you were one of the judges among the top 10, who are the 3 people you would pick up?
That's good. This is gonna out me to everybody
this is the
else.
way that you hire people.
My personal pick, actually coming into the competition, was Mahmoud, because he has quite a lot of potential, creating value where previously it was non-value.
So how old are you now?
I'm now 25.
Wow. Wow.
When I started my first business, I was 25. So I'm really you. So one thing I want you to never forget, never apologize to anybody for your age.
Thank you.
People will say, oh, you're too wise for your age. And I'm like, well, there's no rule book that says a person my age can't be doing what I'm doing. Being the youngest person, I know people have doubts, but nobody knew what I'm actually suffering from.
Nagwazi. My name is Christelle Kwizera. I am from Rwanda.
You can see all my spots. In 2011, so that's when I was 17, my whole skin would just come off easily. It's very painful. Some days I was too weak to even get out of bed and get food. And then the diagnosis was that I had something called pemphigus foliaceus, but it's a very rare autoimmune illness. I thought I was about to die. So every time I went to sleep, I would be like, well, maybe this is my last day, you know? So on New Year's, so my birthday is on December 8th. So I thought, okay, it's my birthday, I'm turning 18, right? Perfect time to die, but I didn't die. So this was when I was taking professional pictures, and the photographer asked me, can you remove your jacket? Because I always covered my arms. And I'm like, no, like I don't want to. I don't want to show, my scars. But now I've realized a big lesson that if you have a scar, it means you survived. I think I still look very pretty in the pictures. It created more empathy in me, that when I see people suffering these days, I know what that feels like. That gives me courage to act, to be like, okay, then I can give you the solution. I don't want to win just because I'm the youngest. I want to win because I'm the best.
When you get successful so early, there are a lot of challenges. Study the failures, not because you will avoid them. One day you meet these problems, you know how to face it. When you are 50 years old, you still have this passion. That's called success.
Thank you.
Please, let's welcome our very final finalist, Temi.
So I'm going to start with my first question. I have an amazing team. They are all believers. But I think one thing I struggle with is how do we build a platform where they can co-own the business?
First, they need to work with good bosses and good colleagues. I think that is very, very important. The number one reason for employees leaving is because they don't like their supervisor.
For the first 10 years, Alibaba was very difficult to hire people because nobody trusts us. I never promised that you will be rich, you'll be promoted. I promise you have a terrible life in this company. And very important for you to keep them is they see the hope of the company. Best product of Alibaba is Alibaba employees. I think if my people do not change, my products will never change.
Sitting there on stage with 4 of the most incredible people in the world and giving advice on my business, that is something that money cannot buy.
I thought I was gonna win, but you know, you're not really sure, but it's like, you know, you have to believe it, and then, you know.
Which one's better?
So you need to always keep an eye on. There is water in blood.
Solving problem of delivery of medical equipment. This is not in whole Africa, but I'm solving a problem that is 100% in Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth has arrived. Please give him a big round of applause. Mr. Ma, who is our third winner for tonight?
Now the third place,
I think I'm gonna win.
I did my best. Everyone cheered up for me.
I thought I was number 3.
is Christiana Pizarro.
I was surprised when I ended up being number 3, which means I lost the last round.
And the second place.
Then they called the third person. I was like, oh, okay, second is good, second is good.
Is Alma. And the first place, Tammy Jiwa.
Ladies and gentlemen, our African Business Hero 2019 has been declared. Thank you.
And you did a great job. I think I have more confidence in Africa, more confidence in the young people and entrepreneurs. This is the first time we have this program, and we will continue to do it to inspire, support, and enable Africa young people and entrepreneurs.
We want to inspire the whole young entrepreneurs in Africa, not the top one.
Can we have a photo with you, sir?
Going back and thinking, I made it to the second place out of 10,000 contestants. This has been a long journey. The main meaning and message of this competition is inspiration. You have great problems, but you can convert those into opportunities.
This money, we're gonna use it to scale Life Bank, grow the business, employ people, and really show that you can solve problems with the power of business.
I hoped to be number 1, but number 3 is not too bad either. And from competitions like this, like the Entrepreneur Prize, having billionaires be like, we believe in these guys, it's gonna attract more investment our way.
I feel a little sad that we didn't win, but I think the real win for me was being able to get up on the stage and tell the story as truthfully and as passionately as I can.
It's not going to end after this competition. After this competition, whether I win or not, I'm still going to go back home to my company and run my company.
My goal is that within the next 10 years, 29,000 smallholder farmers in Liberia who make palm oil should be able to have access to machines. We should have a kind of economy that supports every person so that regardless of what your dream is, you should be able to have the opportunity to make that dream come to reality.
I do believe we will be empowering life sciences all over the continent, that we are changing the face of research in Africa.
When I see the other entrepreneurs, I honestly feel proud of being an African in this moment, in this time. So I feel like I'm part of a big generation that's going to change Africa. That's already changing Africa.